Fakes the pitch, and Fields on the move, and throws, and complete, inside the 35, inside the 30 goes Byron Pringle. On first down, Montgomery breaking free, inside the 10, inside the 5, very close to the goal line. He'll be marked down short of it. 3rd and goal. Fields throwing this side of the field, wide open for the touchdown. Dante Pettis. Best offense in the NFL coming into this week, averaging 400 yards a game. With time, throwing, and it is complete across midfield, caught by Dawson Knox. Here's a 3rd and 6. Allen now going to run it. Going to get some first down yardage as he runs it out of bounds.
They put him on IR and Vildor on IR, so a lot of youth back there to defend this passing game.
Here's Cook again. Cook finding running room on that same left side. So Buffalo first down now at the Chicago 19. Allen looking around, now throwing, far side, end zone, touchdown. Gabe Davis. 19-yard touchdown pass. Tyler Bass for the extra point. And it looked like the wind sailed that one off. And this one returnable as well. Jones from about his own 8. And Jones breaking free on the near side. Across the 40 and down at about the 42-yard line. The pitch to Montgomery. And Montgomery earning his keep so far today. That's a first down.
With a lot of eyes on Justin Fields.
Going to throw it this time, and that is caught inside the 35. But that's short.
Keep your eyes on number 1.
Yeah, Fields even more dangerous in this situation. Going to throw it, tipped at the line of scrimmage and falls incomplete. Dawson Knox, the tight end, injured earlier, back on the field for Buffalo. Allen with time, throws, sideline, that is complete. And that's good for first down yardage across.
Different levels of being impressed.
2nd and 7. This is Singletary. He has first down and more. On 2nd and 7. This pass over the middle to wide open Gabe Davis. Allen stands in, throws far side, intercepted. Picked off by Kyler Gordon. Gorlin up the sideline. Still on his feet, coming back across, and now down at about the 35-yard line, brought down by the running back, James Cook. See what he tries here on 3rd and 12. Lost the football. Picks it up and goes down.
For the Bears, they go backwards.
Nyheim Hines. Going to let this one bounce, and boy, does it take a Chicago roll. Inside the 5. Lost the ball. Allen had to cover it at the 1.
Take a look at Diggs to Allen's left. One-on-one on the boundary.
He looks left. Now he's going to run it out and get creamed at the 2 and falls forward to the 4.
I would strongly consider using that part of his game on this drive.
Montgomery.
Of picking up something positive here by going for it on 4th and 3.
Here's Fields. Throws it this side of the field. The catch is made, and inside the 25 goes Montgomery. Fields throws. That is incomplete. Off the hands of Khalil Herbert. And no problem with that one. Allen pulls it down, running it up the middle. Across the 40, across the 45, and close to midfield. Allen, near side of the field, catches made by James Cook. Best in the NFL in the 2-minute offense. They've scored 40 points this season. Here's Cook. And Cook with running room right up the middle. Inside the 25, inside. Allen escapes the pressure. Gonna throw it to the end zone, incomplete. See 16 straight field goals made. That's the second longest streak going in the league. This one is off the mark, 38 yards. For the second time, he misses wide right. Fields pulls it down and is going to go down. Ed Oliver on top of him. AJ, thank you. Singletary in the backfield. And Allen to throw. And that one's complete. And there is the first catch of the day by Stefon Diggs, and it's good for a first down. Allen going to throw for it. No, he flips it out to the side. That is Singletary, and Singletary out of bounds, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Against zone coverage is let a quarterback look you off from one side of the field to the other.
Little sidearm pass over the middle, and that is complete to Singletary. He'll fake it. Coming out this way, he's got a lot of yardage, and he's bumped out of bounds. New set of downs for Allen and the Bills. This is Singletary. Singletary with a hole up the middle. 15, 10, 5, touchdown Buffalo. Allen looks right, comes back left, and all alone at the back of the end zone, he finds Khalil Shakir.
Green 19.
Second and 10, and once again it's Montgomery, and Montgomery tripped up, and the ball is loose. Ball is loose. Bills come away with it. Let's see what the call is. Dane Jackson appeared to be the one to punch it out.
Yeah, just Jackson comes right in there and just chops down David Montgomery. To not really have to spend time on the double team and get to the next level, it opens up some huge lanes for these running backs.
3rd and 2. Cook. And here's Cook to the 10, to the 5, to the end zone.
Single high looks that you're getting from the Bills.
And that pass knocked down at the line of scrimmage.
And you need somebody to make a play on Mahomes or Joe Burrow.
Allen with time. And that's complete to Stefon Diggs. And Diggs going across field.
Clock run down, and just make sure that you can keep your drive alive and going down the field.
Goes to the air again, and that's a bullet complete to Gabe Davis.
Oh.
And Davis, ball is out. The Bears say they have it.
I think the question is, did his left knee, the ball, was it moving before his left knee?
The officials say it belongs to the Bears, but let's take a look.
Oh yeah, look, the ball is moving. There's no doubt about it. Ball is moving, ball is out, making some plays to take the ball away.
Fields with time, gonna go deep. And the catch is made inside the 25-yard line. Velus Jones with the catch.
Down here to the left, watch the bootleg to Fields' right.
Give it to Montgomery, and Montgomery doesn't get it.
Highly consider putting the ball into Fields' hand and allowing him to make something happen.
4th and 2, Fields going to throw it, and that is complete. Complete to Ryan Griffin, the tight end.
Well, that was a really good job by White to just stop his momentum and pull him backwards. Again, he doesn't know exactly where he is on the field, but every single inch counts.
After review, the runner is short of the first down.
Strong to quite strong.
Allen to throw. Lots and lots of time. And now over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nicholas Morrow. Morrow down inside the 20. Bears only 4 rushing yards here in the second half. 3rd and 12 and Fields to throw. Fields to run. And kick on its way, and it is good.
The Chicago Bear defense from forcing takeaways and playing well against the pass.
3rd 9. Chasing Allen all the way back into his own end zone, and he has to throw it away.
It's been a non-factor for the entire game.
Fields on the move. Caught, and before he reaches the 20-yard line, Matt Milano. On 1st down, they'll give it to Singletary, and Singletary.
Today is a great example. The passing game, not quite there, but the running game really taking over.
Singletary taking over here, inside the 30, inside the 25.
Different parts of your team step up and contribute. That's a sign of a tough team to beat in the playoffs.
Nyheim Hines with the catch to the 10-yard line. They can get a 1st down without getting a touchdown. Here comes Allen. Here comes some sort of a design run, and there's a touchdown. Buffalo 247 yards rushing on the day. Justin Fields under pressure and going down. A.J. Epinesa with the sack. 4th and 14 now, and here's Justin Fields. Fields under pressure, on the move, and just had to throw it, and that is almost intercepted at the 35-yard line.
And most of them were sleeveless.
Allen throwing. Got his man for the touchdown. That is Dawson Knox.
And she was on the field. That's impressive.
I could tell you that was going to happen. Here's the Hail Mary to the end zone. Bunch of people down there. And it is picked off by the Buffalo Bills. Jaquan Johnson